Right, guys, I've been very popular on Twitter. You all love me. You love these little videos, and I'm very well respected, and I've built good rapport with you by talking super fast like I am now because I'm addicted to caffeine and I don't eat breakfast, so my energy levels are through the roof and I'm super hyper. And then I just shovel value down your throat. 6.7 inches of value, just and you love it. But I'm going to ruin this great reputation and talk about some unpopular opinions. We're going to get into some spicy stuff. All right, editors, people in online business trying to be successful. One of the biggest things I see holding us back, and I know this because I was trapped in this myself, is video games, social media, and bullshit. So what do you need to do? It's really simple. Cut video games out. What? Oh my God, video games are an art form and they're so good and I need to wind down. You gamers cope so hard. And I say you gamers, but I am a gamer, okay? Trust me. Like, 500 hours in CSGO, and that's considered amateur hours for that game. I would play like 4 to 6 hours every single day. CSGO, For Honor, Star Wars Battlefront 2, now it's CS2. All these other games, I like Gang Beast, I like Minecraft, I like Rivals of Aether, I like Spider Heck. And look, yes, I acknowledge they are an art form. Yes. It's an incredible medium. You can get inspired by them. I've been inspired by them. Video games are a huge reason I do video editing for a living. Fuck, I edit gaming videos for a living all the time. Isn't that rather hypocritical? Well, listen guys. Yes, they're cool. Yes, they're fun. But they make real life success not satisfying. Video games hijack your dopamine system, particularly us as men. We want respect, we want validation, we want reputation, we want to be badass, we want the battle pass accomplishments and the badges and the skins and the cosmetics. But the problem is just like pornography, video games are feeding this so you feel satiated in that sense, but it's not actual food. You're not actually getting laid, you're not actually getting these accomplishments, you're not actually achieving anything, but your brain is telling you you are. And not only that, it feels amazing because the level of badassery in a video game, if we ignore the fact that it's not real, feels and looks so much more fantastic than those moments in the real life compared to the life you've been living. That's all you know. It's not fun. It's boring. It's monotonous. And then on video games, you have friends, you have buddies, and you collaborate on stuff, and you win, and it feels awesome. It feels badass, and there's funny moments, and then you clip them, and you look back on them. Guys, I get it. I have been there. Chronic video game Discord addict on Discord 5 hours a fucking day. You think all these people are your friends, but then the second you start going to the gym and talking about shit outside of just playing games constantly, then they stop talking to you, and then 5 years goes by, and they're all still in the same fucking Discord lobbies, doing nothing. Careers haven't moved forward, still single, their health is shittier than it was, they haven't developed, they haven't grown, they haven't changed. And us guys, as humans, and more importantly as men, we always need to change, and change is inevitable. Time always turns the page, so you get to decide, are you gonna change for the better or the worse? Because if you stagnate, you will deteriorate. That is the natural state of things. So, while you level up in game, I level up in life. What do I mean by this? I don't mean to sound like kind of offensive and Andrew Tatey, but yes, guys, you are spending hours and hours and hours and hours a day essentially doing nothing. And I put those same hours, if I'm done working, I'm learning something, or I'm motorcycling, I'm off-roading, I'm outside exploring, I'm going on adventures. While you explore a map in Elden Ring, I explore the map IRL. And granted, guys, look, I get how fun video games are, especially VR. I used to love playing Pavlov VR all the time. When you do things in real life, it's so much more satisfying. You go on a little hike and then you find a group of people having a campfire, and you come up and you talk to them and you end up hanging out, and then you make new friends and you meet all these people, and then maybe they exchange numbers and you guys hang out the next morning and go out and get tea and go on an adventure. This shit happens. I've been there. And I get it. I was a chronic introvert and video game addict, but life is so fucking good when you eradicate video games as an option to dump your time into. You have to go find more fulfilling, amazing things to do. Next thing, moderation is cope for 99% of you. I do play now in moderation. I went from being an absolute addict, and I was just so used to playing, so I'd take a few weeks off, which most of you guys honestly would struggle to do that, I feel. I'd take 2 weeks off, and then I'd try and play, and it wasn't fun, and I didn't know why the fuck I was doing it. It wasn't fun, it was boring, and I felt like shit by the end of it. So I uninstalled video games from my work computer. The only video games I play now is like maybe once every 2 weeks with my friends, with my family in person. We're playing Mario Kart, we're playing Gang Beast or something of that nature. I don't just sit there and on CSGO for hours and hours and hours a day. For most of you guys, you don't realize it, but you're addicted to this shit. Moderation is fucking cope. And you go, oh, I just play every now and then. If you actually go into your Steam and check the hours you put on these games every 2 weeks, no, it's not just every now and then, okay? Every now and then is like once or twice a week on occasion. You guys are doing this shit constantly. Let's translate it to something else. Let's translate it to movies. Most movies is an hour and a half to 2 hours. I know so many of you guys play games like on the low end, 4 hours a day. That's 2 films, watching 2 movies every fucking day. That is absurd. But you do that with video games, no problem at all. And look, this might come off as asshole-ish, and I get it. This is an unpopular take right now, but people in Gen Z are realizing more and more that social media, video games, pornography, junk food, and this lifestyle we're living is not indicative of success, and it's not going to get you where you want. It's not going to give you what you need. And anyone at my young age who has achieved a pretty solid degree of success, granted, I'm not successful by any means. Like, I'm doing very well for my age, but not even close, so I don't want to come off like I'm boasting or anything like that. But really, people who are in this lifestyle where they're getting fit, they're getting shit done, they're meeting people, they're growing as a human, they're leveling up their RPG stats, will agree that video games is a fucking trap, guys. So stop the cope. If you are behind, cut them out immediately, entirely, 100,000%. If you are 18 or 20 and you're struggling to make ends meet and you're not making any fucking money, or you're not in school, or you're failing in school, you have no given direction in life, and your physique isn't very good, no video games for you, bro. No. Okay, you don't need wind down time. You don't need wind down time. You don't need relaxation. You're behind, dude. Pedal to the fucking metal. Put the work in. Last thing I'll say, winding down should not damage your brain and your dopamine system. Winding down is reading a book and calming yourself, not amping yourself up on dopamine that's going to damage you the next day. Because every time you're doing something hard that's actually going to be fulfilling, you're always going to be thinking about how the video games are so much more fun. You can't wait to get back home and hop online with your Discord buddies. If you eradicate this as an option, you have no choice in your mind but to face the day, face what's coming, face what's current, and actually kick it and enjoy fucking life and make things happen, guys. Okay, instead of grinding for a skin, grinding for a battle pass, grinding for this, grinding for that, grind for titles in real life. I want to be able to bench a certain amount. I want to be a formidable fighter. I want to be a formidable speaker. I want to be a talented salesman. I want to be a formidable seducteur. I want to be good with the ladies. I want to be charismatic. I want to have friends. I want to explore. I want to explore every corner of my city. I want to see parts of the world. I want to operate incredible motor vehicles. I want to experience thrills and things that my entire bloodline has never had the opportunity to experience. But no, I'm going to sit down and wind down playing fucking League of Legends for 4 fucking hours every day. Let's just say you're on the low end, 2 hours a day. In the tournament gamers, that's not very much at all. Most of you guys play far over that. Let's go to a calc. 2 hours times 7 days a week equals 14 hours a week. Holy shit, that's like over a whole day. What is that times 4 per month? That is 56 hours per fucking month. That is absurd. If we're including sleep time, that's like several days of video games times 12, 672 hours a year. So I'm kind of retarded for math because math stands for mental abuse to humans, but if we take the 672 hours along the year and we divide it by, say you have 16 hours in the day, 42 days, over a month of your life gone. Maybe my math's wrong on that. I'm kind of stupid. Wake up, guys. Accomplish it in real life. It's a lot harder, but goddamn, it's worth it.